prototype hanging around this burrow. Wait, don't tell me you're lost. Well, ain't you in luck? The name's Lawrence Howe, and I'm the fellow with the skinny on anything and everything here in New Providence. I can point you to the most fetching of Fraulines in the Red Lantern District, or to a spicy game of Dag and Dice over at Yale's Gambling Club. Or if you're looking to wet your whistle, the fine and beautiful barkeep over at TOJ Tavern is your pal. A word to the wise, those glowing little jangling devices you all got? I don't see any. You're going to want to turn them off and put them away right quick before the Royal Guard catches sight of you. They're awfully suspicious of newfangled gadgets, and the last thing you want is for them to start asking questions. You'll end up in the clink for sure if they think you're with the squeaky wheels. But if you do get into a tight spot, count on Vera and Joey Dane. They've been known to help a fella out of a scrape. So I must be going. I got a bit of business with some gentlemen over at the pub, and blimey, Lady Sophia's airship's making its rounds. Do enjoy your visit to New Providence and try to stay out of trouble, you hear?
Once again, the citizens of New Providence are treated to the sight of the royal airship, the Benevolence. Those looking towards the heavens may catch a glimpse of our beloved Lady Sophia in her weekly radio address to our fair city.
A toast to you, my dear New Providence, as we strive towards a bright tomorrow. Those troublesome elements who seek to cause unrest in our fair city will not succeed. The Royal Guard is working tirelessly to flush these false cowards out of hiding. I know that each of our good citizens will do their best to stay vigilant to the crown. May you all
Thank you, Lady Sophia. We are informed that the lady has been suffering from a touch of the tropical influenza, so please join us in wishing her a speedy recovery.
No doubt it was the unfortunate news of the lady's illness which has triggered a small rash of resistance incidents, including the raiding of a military supply train and a minor explosion at the South Gate Barracks. Members of the notorious Squeaky Wheel organization were apprehended in the Crookback Narrows Borough and will soon face due justice in the royal court. And now, in the sporting world, the new bicycle polo league is really heating up this season.
Professor? Excuse me, Professor?
What's that? Oh, Miss James, what can I do for you?
Dozed off on the floor again last night, Professor?
Nonsense, I've been up for hours. I was just down there looking for my glasses.
I see. I believe you will find them on your head.
Ah, yes. Excellent work as usual. I say, is that tea I spy?
I thought you could use a cup since you missed breakfast.
Thank you. It's the spot.
And Mr. O'Connell was inquiring this morning after his music box. He is most anxious to have it in time for his wife's birthday.
What's that now?
The ivory music box. I believe you were to change the tunes, play that new waltz.
All this sentimental nonsense. I'm on the verge of an astounding breakthrough on galvanic nerve reattachment with my BioGear prototype, revolutionizing artificial limb replacement as we know it. But instead, I am forced to fiddle about with trifles.
We are also on the verge of our gas being shut off if we don't pay the collector shortly. Not to mention the landlord, the butcher, the greengrocer, the laundress, and your exceedingly overdue library fees.
Yes, of course, Miss James. I defer to your superior powers of reason. Where did I leave that blasted thing? Oh, do be careful with that. I haven't got around to adjusting the voltage yet.
I thought you had given up on this concept, Professor.
With the proper modifications, it will be a great success. Imagine, a gentleman caller becomes too insistent in his advances, simply apply a disapproving spark of electricity with this device, like a gentle slap on the wrist. I shall call it the pocketbook protector. All of the fashionable young ladies will want one.
As long as it only stops the gentleman rather than incinerating him. I do wish you hadn't tested it on the good sitting room pillows.
That minor sacrifice in the name of science. Not. Here's that music box. Perhaps you could give it a polish before sending it over to the O'Connells. With our bill, of course.
Certainly, Professor. May I?
Yes, as you please. Utter poppycock. Now, if you really care to get her something of actual use, like a nice set of socket wrenches.
Lucky for him, Mr. O'Connell has wisely chosen the music box. The tune is really quite agreeable.
Yes, well, as long as we can count on the fickle musical tastes of Mrs. O'Connell, we shall never want for gas.
Hi! Hello down there! Anyone home?
Hello, lords! Don't suppose it ever crossed